Maya went for a walk along the shores of Millbrook every day to escape the noise of the city. She wasn't alone. Her loyal companion, Max, was always by her side. Max was a large, gray-furred Alaskan Malamute. Together, they often ventured into the surrounding forests, abandoned buildings, and places that carried the traces of long-forgotten legends. It was one of Maya's favorite pastimes. But that day, neither Maya nor Max had any idea they were about to uncover the dark secrets beyond the town. One morning, when Maya and Max stood in front of an abandoned church just outside the town, they hesitated about whether to enter or not. Church had been empty for years, but Maya had always felt that something was hidden there. The old stones, broken glass, and the door covered in moss seemed to hold the key to a lost history. Max, with his large ears up, sniffed the air, taking a deep breath. There was something. Maya noticed that Max suddenly recoiled, his body tensing. The air had grown suddenly cold. The door creaked heavily as if it hadn't been opened in years. Max, staying close to Maya, carefully scanned the surroundings. There was something inside, and Max could definitely sense it. Maya, quickening her steps, decided to venture further inside, but with each step, the darkness and silence grew thicker, almost suffocating them like an empty void trying to swallow them whole. As Maya stepped inside the church, a strange light captivated her. The light seemed to ripple across the walls, like a glow emanating from a lost power source. Max circled around Maya, moving like a protector. As Maya ventured further, suddenly a large void began to open in the center of the church. The light began to shine like a portal. It was a gateway, just like the terrifying passages described in old tales. Maya's heart began to race. Max, more alert than ever, seemed almost on edge. His instincts were screaming that this place was dangerous. Something's here, Maya thought, but Max's behavior suggested that this wasn't just a passage. It was a tray. Suddenly, from within the strange light, a large shadow emerged, huge and terrifying. It looked as if it had been born from the very stones and ancient darkness of the church. Maya's breath caught in her throat. From the shadow, glowing eyes and a twisted grin with huge teeth stared back at her. A monster! Maya recoiled in fear. Max, initially retreating, then gathered all his courage and began pacing around Maya in a protective circle. The creature took a step toward Maya and Max. The monster's eyes narrowed, its teeth bared and ready to strike as it closed the distance to Maya. Suddenly, its neck stretched out, and with a low growl, it lunged toward her. Max, reacting with unexpected speed, leaped forward, his body outstretched, teeth aiming for the creature's throat. In that instant, everything seemed to slow down. Maya, without hesitation, grabbed a sharp stone from the ground and hurled it toward the monster. The stone flew through the air, heading straight for the creature's eyes. When it struck, the monster let out a piercing scream and recoiled, momentarily stunned. Finally, Maya and Max managed to close the portal with great effort. A thought from an old legend came to Maya's mind. Closing the portal hadn't been enough to stop the monster.